Καλημέρα σας. Τι κάνετε? How are you? Στο προηγούμενο μας μάθημα, in our last lesson, we talked about the double vowels and the vowel consonants. So combinations between vowels and consonants, and how the sound of the two vowels and the two consonants change. I hope you enjoyed the previous lesson. So far, what we know is the alphabet, all the Greek letters, their names, their sounds, how they sound in a word, and we know combinations of vowels and consonants and how these sound differently in a way than when they are found alone. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about two things. We are going to talk about word stress. How do we put intonation into a word, which is a very, very easy thing to do. You don't even have to learn something. I'm sure that you will understand it from one or two examples. And the second thing that we are doing today is the articles. So in Greek, we have articles, definite and indefinite, as in English. So we will go through the articles. But first of all, before going through the articles, let's start with intonation, word stress. So in Greek, we have a word stress which is like this sign, this symbol. This is the word stress here. All right. We find it into all words that are over two syllabuses. Two syllables. So, for example, if I have the word, let me tell you a word, like we found yesterday, εγγονή. In Greek, we put the stress in the vowel that we want to stress. So if we put it here, it's εγγονή. Also, the stress goes only in vowels, not in consonants. So if I have the word, let's say, καφές, which is coffee, I put the stress here. Καφές. We don't say καφές, we say καφές. If I have the word, for example, χαρτί, paper, χαρτί, we put it here. Now, if I have two vowels, for example, as we said yesterday, the word ειρήνη. Ειρήνη. Okay, now the stress goes into the single one. But if I have the word, let's say, είπα, which means I said. Now, here we say είπα. We put the stress in the second vowel. Okay. Or if we have, let me give you another example. Let me think of one with a double vowel. I can't think of any. Okay, είμαι. Είμαι means I am. Είμαι. here in the second of the two vowels. Okay, so this was word stress, nothing special. The only thing you remember is that you put a small line, let's say, a small stress over the vowel that you want to stress. And if we have two vowels, like alpha iota, epsilon iota, alpha epsilon epsilon, omicron iota, omicron epsilon, then you stress the second vowel. Okay. So that was with the word stress. So today we are also going to talk about the articles. So let me just draw a line here because we're going to separate the board. So as in English, in Greek as well, we have two types of articles. We have the definite articles and the indefinite articles. Definite and indefinite. So the definite articles in English is the word the. In Greek, it's o, I, to. All of these three articles mean the. But in Greek, we have three different definite articles because nouns in Greek are either masculine, feminine, or neutral. I cannot teach you which are masculine, which are feminine, and which are neutral. You're going to learn this throughout your practice and throughout your interaction with Greek, because there is not such a rule of which nouns are masculine, which are feminine, and which are neutral. It's something that you learn through practice and through interaction with Greek people, through exposure into Greek. But this is what I want you to remember. And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. Like, even if you use the wrong article, people will understand what you want to talk about. So don't worry about it. I just want you to know the three articles. So o is used with masculine nouns, I with feminine, and to with neutral. O, I, to. So the articles, both definite and indefinite, go before the noun. So for example, we say o cafés, which means the coffee. I'll write it here for you. Η εγγονή, which is the granddaughter. And το χαρτί. The paper. Okay, so these are the definite articles. O, I, to. This is what I want you to remember. And they mean the. So when I say o cafés, the coffee, I don't mean any coffee, I mean this coffee. For example, ο καφές είναι ζεστός. The coffee is hot. I don't mean any coffee, I mean this coffee, ο καφές. That's why we call it definite, because we define which thing. Okay. In Greek, in case you want to know, definite means οριστικό. Οριστικό άρθρο, the definite article. Okay, because it shows. Ορίζω means I show, I tell you what this is. So, definite articles, they show which one. Ο καφές, this coffee, the coffee, not any coffee, this particular coffee. Η εγγονή, the granddaughter, not any granddaughter, but the granddaughter, this particular girl, this granddaughter, the specific one. Το χαρτί, the paper, the particular paper, not any paper, the paper, το χαρτί. Okay, so we have the definite articles, but as in English, we also have the indefinite articles. In English, the indefinite article is the e or n. Okay. So definite is οριστικό because it shows. Indefinite is αόριστο. Αόριστο. Let me show you here. Αόριστο. We say it αόριστο because it doesn't show. Αόριστο means general in English. Ενώ οριστικό means specific. Αόριστο, general. Any. Okay. So, as in English, we have the definite the and the indefinite e or n. In Greek, we have the definite o, I, to, or the indefinite ένας, μία, ένα. Again, we have a masculine article, a feminine article, and a neutral article. So we use ένας for the masculine. So ένας καφές, it means a coffee. Any coffee, not this one, a coffee. Μία εγγονή, a granddaughter. Ένα χαρτί. A paper. Not a specific one, but anyone, a paper. In Greek, all articles, definite and indefinite articles, can be conjugated. So like we conjugate a verb like I am, you are, he, she is, it is, we can also conjugate the masculine, we can conjugate the feminine, we can conjugate the neutral. But this is something that we're going to learn in another lesson. I don't mind if you conjugate the articles yet, and it's something that I don't want you to know yet, because it's more advanced and more complex for you. So, for the time being, this is what I want you to remember. So, to recapitulate the lesson, we have two types of articles, the definite and the indefinite. The definite talks about something specific, the indefinite talks about something general. The definite article and the indefinite article have a masculine, a feminine, and a neutral type. So the definite is o ή το, the indefinite is ένας, μία, ένα. And they go before the noun that we are talking about, the noun that we are using. All right, so that was today's lesson. I will have attached a worksheet where you can choose the articles to put in front of the words. So I'm going to tell you which words are masculine, feminine, and neutral. And if I want you to put the definite or the indefinite article for you to practice a little bit. And I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. From the following lesson, in the following lesson, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how we conjugate verbs in Greek, and I'm going to teach you some of the basic Greek verbs that you can use when you talk. So, thank you for being here. Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Καλή σας ημέρα. Καλημέρα. Bye. See you in the next lesson.